So do you think that you need to be angry to do this work?
I don't think people do. I think that in general, that seems to be my default mode. I mean, I know it sounds funny, but I need to see. Look, specific to me, I think something's absurd. I think it doesn't have to be like that. I'm angry as a result of that. It's not that I fulminate, well I do fulminate, but I mean it's not that I go around with this constant froth of fulmination.
People describe you as cantankerous and you know, you do have that reputation, so let me ask you, how do you describe yourself?
Mild-mannered and exceptionally forgiving.
Rubbish! I'm sorry, can I throw back at you what you throw at everyone else?
You know,
bullshit. Yeah. I'll call bullshit on that.
I don't know how I see myself.
Come on, think about it. Think how would you think people see you, and how would you?
No, I know that the reputation is that, like, you know, that I'm difficult. But you know, I don't think I am. That's as simple as that. You know, I can't. Okay. I don't know. You know,
let's
I do know that certainly is anonymous for me from a very early age. That it was the absurdity of things. I mean, rock and roll was central to the way I view the world and how I would operate within that world from the age of 11. There's no question of that. So things were not great in my life, and at 11, and we had one radio station in Europe that played rock and roll called Radio Luxembourg, the most improbable microstate, and because of tax reasons they broadcast from there. It was the only place playing rock, and I would sit at home. There was nobody at home, so I'd just read books because we didn't have money, so we didn't have telly, and listen to the radio. And this generation of boys and girls came along. You know their names: Bob Dylan, Mick Jagger, John Lennon, Pete Townsend, and they spoke of completely other universes to what we were living and what I was supposed to be heading into, other possibilities. Not opportunity, just other possibilities. They suggested change by the nature of the music, and it seemed that change was not only desirable, but it was inevitable. And it gave you the rhetoric for that change, which was rock and roll, and it gave you the platform for that change, which was rock and roll itself. So that really did inform me. I mean inform me. I would read about these people. I read that Bob Dylan, you know, was obsessed by this man called Woody Guthrie. Well, who's he? So I'd go and listen to that and read Bound for Glory, that book from which I got the name Boomtown Rats. But and then, like, you know, I read Dylan then was talking about a writer he was reading, James Baldwin. So I read Baldwin. That informed me about South Africa. And so I really just couldn't get my head around the fact that because you wore a different jumper, or you had a beard, or your hair was red, or you supported a different football team, or the colour of your skin was different, something as absurd as that could be the means for a political oppression or the dehumanising of someone. That literally struck me, because I'd never seen a black person in Ireland or anything, so it just struck me as absolutely absurd. I mean, that's the truth. It sounds naive. It still strikes me as absurd. I can't get my head around that concept at all, so that's it. So, you know, then I started the anti-apartheid thing in school when I was 13 with my mate Mick Foley. And so, you know, I see it strikes me as being weird. It doesn't have to be that way. I'll, you know, do my tiny thing to make sure it's not.
What do you regard as your greatest achievement? Like, what are you most proud of?
My last album.
So it's back to music. Music is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's disappointed you the most?
My shittiest album.
Stop. Okay, what surprised you about people? In all, you know,
they're all right. People are all right. Yeah, I mean, you meet You meet very good people, and you meet very evil people, and it's quite clear. And then the bulk of the population, myself included, are all right. You know, contradictory, hypocritical, most wanting to do the best they can, most trying to get on with it without hurting others.
What has surprised you the most? Be it good or bad?
Oh, that, you know, people put up with my nonsense surprises me, really.
Oh, you've got passion. Passion is infective. It's engaging.
Yeah, but maybe. But
me.
it's like passion is a very overrated term, quality. Even if it's a quality, it's an often impediment.
Why?
Well, for example, take a couple, and when they meet, they're in the throes of passion, and it's sort of madness. And you know, you're shagging non-stop, and it's all fucking great, and you're biting each other, and like it is a madness, you know, and then, you know, these chemicals rush through your brain, and you'll do something stupid like getting married when you're wholly inappropriate, and then things calm down and it's boring, and you know, fuck, you know, and then the hard grind starts about having to
life gets in the way,
resolve who the two of you are, and then it grows into a deeper thing beyond passion, way beyond passion. Passion is all surface.